Ruhl, aka MegaBlitzz. In today's video, I'm picking up a deck I'm playing for the first time. Before we get into that deck, don't forget to leave a like, smash the subscribe button, drop a comment down below, ring the notification bells. I really would appreciate it. Fun fact, I had wanted to try this deck out about a year ago, but I didn't really own the cards, and they never went into my LGS, and I didn't really want to buy them on TCG Player or anything, so I didn't really cared, I guess, and I kind of forgot that the deck existed. And then it started picking back up as a rogue deck in our format right now. And I was like, oh my gosh, yeah, I forgot that this deck existed. So I was like, I have to try it. I got to give it a shot. So that's what we're going to do today. All right, guys, let's jump in to that deck list. Alrighty, guys, and here we are with the star of the show, Hisuian Zoroark Vstar. With its ability Phantom Star, during a turn you may discard your hand and draw 7 cards. So essentially we can play 2 researchers in a turn, which is pretty cool. But its attack ticking curse for double colorless 50 times. Its attack does 50 damage for each of your Pokemon that has any damage counters on it. Now alone this card is not great, but we pair it with things like Gengar and its ability Netherworld Gate. Once during your turn this Pokemon's in your discard pile, you may put it onto your bench if you do put 3 damage counters on this Pokemon. And then we also play Gapejaw Bog. When either player puts a basic Pokemon from their hand onto their bench, put 2 damage counters on that Pokemon. And then we're able to move those damage counters around with Damage Pump. Move up to 2 damage counters from one of your Pokemon to other Pokemon in any way you like to. So we're able to take all these damage counters and spread them across our stuff, so Ticking Curse can do more damage. So we also play Klefki here to kind of like a tempo type style of this deck, which I really like because I think Klefki is a really cool card. With his ability Mischievous Lock, as long as this Pokemon is in the active spot, basic Pokemon in play have no abilities except for Mischievous Lock. So we're really able to shut down Mugenesect, Luminions, and things of that nature. And I love it. Even like Comfey Flower selecting counts. So for the deck list here, I'm playing 4 Hisuian Zoroark V, 4 Vstar, 4 Klefki, 3 Gengar, 1 Bidoof, and 1 Bibarel, so I can kind of just draw some cards, 1 Spiritomb, so basically 1 V have no abilities, 1 Radiant Alakazam, so I can move damage counters around on my opponent's side as well, 4 Professor's Research, 4 Iono, 3 Boss, 4 Damage Pump, 4 Capturing Aroma, 4 Ultra Ball, 2 Escape Rope, 1 Super Rod, 2 Choice Belt, 2 Justified Gloves for that pesky Charizard EX and Roaring Moon matchup, 4 Gapejaw Bog, 4 DTE, and then 3 Psychic Energy, so I have the ability to attack with Gengar's Screaming Circle, which is put 2 damage counters on your opponent's active Pokemon for each of your opponent's bench Pokemon, and for Radiant Alakazam, because this attack is actually pretty good, I think. Mind Ruler for a Psychic and a Normal, this attack does 20 damage for each card in your opponent's hand. Sometimes your opponent's hand can get pretty big in Pokemon. So, I'm so excited to showcase this deck, and it's going to be tons of fun. So let's jump in to that gameplay. Alrighty, guys, and here we are with our Hisuian Zoroark Vstar gameplay. Our opponent picked heads for the coin flip here, and they do end up winning. Unfortunate, because this deck I feel like wants to go first, because you want to be able to evolve and kind of start getting some KOs, start attacking quickly if you can. So our opponent's going to decide to go first here, so we're going to go second. Let's see what we get for a starting hand here. Not too shabby. Hisuian Zoroark V in the active. I feel like Klefki is kind of a better start, just because we're trying to play like kind of tempo style a little bit. Looks like we're playing against Chen Pao. Let me think. We had Capturing Aroma. We got Gapejaw Bog, but we don't really have any way to get this like Gengar into our discard pile. So we could Iono. We also could just Void Return, but I don't know. I feel like that's not ideal. So we'll have to see. So they're going to get a Frigibax here, Shivery Chill, they're going to the Ultra Ball, discard Ultra Ball, Escape Rope, picked up 2 energies, and just passed. So nothing too crazy here. We got Damage Pump, which is not what we want, actually. So we're going to drop this Gapejaw Bog, while Capturing Aroma. Let's hope to hit, okay, perfect, we hit Tails, great. Let's get down our Klefki here. I feel like Klefki's kind of what we want. Yeah, Klefki's good. And we'll put in the Klefki. Gapejaw Bog, that's perfectly fine. And then I'm going to Iono. And the reason I'm going to Iono here is because we know he has 2 energies in his hand. I can Void Return and get into this Klefki if I need to. We can get another Klefki down can also Void Return, put Justified Gloves on this. Justified Gloves is kind of a bad card in this matchup, actually. Yeah. I think what I'll do is put down the second Klefki, Gapejaw Bog, and then I'm going to Void Return, get some little chip damage in there, do 30 damage, and put up one of our Klefkis. So now they're gonna have no Shivery Chill abilities. The only thing that we'll be able to do is Rare Candy Excalibur, but we've shut down the Shivery Chill. We've shut down Radiant Greninja if they play that, if they have it, bench it or anything. We also shut down Lumineon V as well. So we're kind of set up in a pretty good position here, but they do have that Irida, so they are going to be able to go Rare Candy Excalibur this turn. Assuming that's what they grab. If not, we're still set up in a pretty okay position because I have Iono to kind of disrupt a little bit again and just try to get into a better hand here. They're going to get Super Rod and a Frigibax. Okay, not too bad. So bench another Frigibax, Gapejaw Bog. Okay. I got this pineapple coconut flavored one. Not ideal. Not great. It's fine. I kind of bought it because I was like, I like coconut, but I don't like pineapple as much. So I was like, maybe. But it's not great, so just powered through it, and now it'll be gone. Alright, so we're going to pass it here. They kind of just benched, Chien-Pao. Got some 20 damage counters on that. They evolved that Frigibax. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to Ultra Ball and discard both of these to find the Gengar. And then I'm going to Professor's Research my hand away. Perfect. Okay. So we're going to Capturing Aroma. Not what we wanted, but it'll work. We're going to grab the Spiritomb here, I think. Because I'm going to Ultra Ball that and the Klefki away. So Ultra Ball both of these to find Hisuian Zoroark Vstar. I want to check and see what energies accounts I got. I got a DTE. I have 3 DTEs and 3 Psychic Energies. So we know 1 DTE is in the prize. Okay. We got 4 Damage Pump, which is good. So let's grab this Zoroark here. And then I'm going to evolve my Zoroark. I'm going to bench my Zoroark V. And then I'm going to put the Gengar. I believe... I can also just wait as well. So, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to Phantom Star, discard my hand. I really want to try to attack this turn, but it looks like I'm not going to be able to. But I can Super Rod some things back in. So I'm actually going to bench the Bidoof. And then I'm going to Super Rod back in the Bidoof, a Zoroark, and the Klefki. Actually, no, just these two. We just need these two. And then we'll get those there. I don't want to fill up my spot right now on the bench. I really need to get a DTE going. So that's kind of where we're at, is we just need to hit a DTE. So we're sitting pretty okay. We've stabilized. We got Klefki chilling. We've got Gapejaw Bog rolling. We're doing okay here. We're putting in a bunch of Bidoof, Gapejaw Bog, perfect. And just pass. Yep. Shivery Chill is really slowing them down, and that's what we like to see. I could just boss, but I don't really have anything else to do after that. So I think the plan's going to be is... I think we just Professor's Research this whole hand. Perfect. Okay, DTE. And then I would like to... Netherworld Gate. Put those there. I will just get this Justified Gloves out of my hand. So I'm going to put it onto our Bidoof. Damage Pump. I would like to move the damage counters off of the Bidoof, because as long as Pokemon is on your bench, prevent all damage done by attacks. So if they have, any sort of way to kind of do Radiant Greninja anything, then this wouldn't take any damage and they couldn't KO that. So that's kind of the thought process behind that. So we're set up okay again here because I can just go attach GTE, retreat out of the Klefki, and then start taking attacks with our Zoroark here. And everything's got damage counters on it except our Bidoof. I can also just damage pump and move them back again. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach here, retreat into this Zoroark, and then I'm going to damage pump. I'm going to move 10 to this. And then I do not want to play Iono, actually, because I don't want them to have any cards in their hand. So we are going to take in Curse for 280 damage and take 2 prizes. So we'll take 2 prizes here. We're going to get DTE and a Capturing Aroma, so not too bad. Our opponent is set up in a pretty okay position. They're able to Chivalry Chill this turn now, and they're able to back Excalibur as well. But I do have Capturing Aroma to hopefully get him doing their Zoroark Vstar. I got Iono, I got DTE. So we're set up in a pretty okay position. We're just really hoping they don't have a bunch of energies in their hand right now. Got 2. Super Rod. Okay, put the Chem PAL back in the deck. I'm so glad that they're finally showing you what cards they're putting back in with Super Rod, because my goodness, for the longest time they didn't do that, and it was incredibly frustrating. All right. I think we're set up okay. We're going to attach the DTE here. I'm going to Capturing Aroma. We're going to try to hit. Unfortunate there, but we'll just thin the deck a little bit. Grab that Zoroark V. We got 3 Zoroark Vstars, Bibarel to get. Yeah, we're doing okay here. And then I'm going to take another KO on that Ticking Curse. 280 damage. We are sitting very comfortable right now. We've completely locked our opponent out of the game with that Klefki, and we are just taking huge knockouts with that Ticking Curse for the Zoroark. This deck is incredibly powerful. This is fast, it's aggressive, it stabilizes very nicely. This is a good deck. I might pick up and play this deck in person. Really, I might. I love how the Radiant Grenade was actually in the prizes the whole time, so they couldn't even have done anything off of that. Love to see it. But they're going to be able to get some energies here. They'll be able to, conceal cards. They'll be able to Super Cold. So they're definitely going to get them some things moving here. And they haven't played any Superior Energy Retrievals or anything of that nature. Attach. Super Cold. And they just concede. Our opponent knows that there's no way they're coming back in this game. This deck is fast. It's aggressive. We're taking huge KOs. We stabilize. We lock our opponents down. This rogue deck is probably, in my opinion, the best rogue deck to be playing right now in the format. I love it. And plus, look at this. I mean, like, Zoroark is just such a cool card. 609 damage. Our opponent didn't do a single amount of damage because we completely locked him out of the game. And you'll love to see it. Alrighty, guys. Let's jump in to that outro. Alrighty, guys. If you haven't yet, don't forget to leave a like, smash the subscribe button, drop a comment down below, and ring the notification bell. Let me know what you guys think the best rogue deck in the format is right now. I think Hisuian Zoroark Vstar is positioned pretty well. You got some pretty tough matchups, but they are pretty winnable also. Like, Lost Box is a little awkward because you're kind of putting damage counters on your stuff, and they're doing the same thing. So it is a little tough. And then you got Rapid Box as well with double gunners and G-Max Rapid flows all over the place. And then Single Strike League can be a little awkward because Stone Journal hits you for weakness. But like I said, those matchups are winnable. They're not unwinnable by any means. I'll make sure to put the deck list description below as well. So if you guys want to give this deck a try for yourself, you'll be able to. And I'm so happy and so pumped that we got the W playing Hisuian Zoroark Vstar for the first time. Alrighty, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Peace!